Hey, how is everybody doing today? It is rainy and it's just kind of like it's just it's just gloomy out, but I am so glad that you are here and I'm so glad that you are coming on to learn something new. I hope that I can educate you a little bit today, despite the weather. Also, I hope that you can find some joy in your day. So let's just jump to it. With nutrition coaching, I often find that a lot of my clients really struggle to meet their weight loss goals, but then also cook for their family. So, today I'm going to give you some tips on how you can do both, how you can still meet your weight loss goals, but you are able to feed your children. So, I'm going to share 3 practical tips with you. And this is coming from my heart because I taught for several years in public schools, and then I moved into nutrition coaching full time and training full time. And so I know that this is an actual struggle that people face with their families. So I just want to give you some tips that I think will be beneficial for you on your health and fitness journey. So, my first huge tip for you is to plan ahead. Tip number 1, and you may want to grab paper and a pencil for this, but tip number 1, plan ahead. So if you blog, MyFitnessPal, whatever it may be, my biggest suggestion for you not only is to plan ahead, like for your week. So maybe you have some kind of calendar or schedule where you write out your week. I know that my husband and I do that. We have recently started writing out our week, and you can write down dinners. You can include your kids in those. Like, hey, on Monday, what's something that you would like to have? On Tuesday, let's think of something that you would like to eat. So allowing them to have some autonomy to choose what they will want to eat will help avoid when you get to dinner and they're like, I don't want to eat that. They helped you have a say in what they're eating, and so they'll be encouraged to eat that thing, or more encouraged, I should say. You know, kids are unpredictable sometimes. So planning ahead. So how does that weekly plan help you when the kids are helping to make the food choices? Well, you can also plan ahead day to day. So for example, you can take your food plan that you have, or your meals that you have wrote out with your children, and in your MyFitnessPal, in your food log, whatever it may be, you can put that dinner in there first thing in the day. So open up your app first thing in the morning or whenever you choose to do it, and you can put in that food and plan your day around it. So let's say that you're going to have pizza and salad. You can put in your pizza and your salad first thing in the day, so that when it gets to dinner time, you're not scrambling trying to figure out how you're going to fit that meal in with your family. So planning ahead is going to help you enjoy that meal with your family. And I know I hear this from a lot of clients, like, I've cooked pizza for my family and mac and cheese for my family, and now I have to cook something totally separate for myself. So if you plan ahead for your whole week, and then first thing in the morning, input that dinner into your tracking app, then build your day around that. So when you get to dinner, not only do you have dinner planned, but you also have something to look forward to, a dinner with your family without fixing 700 different things. Tip number 2 that I have for you is to add protein. So go ahead and write that down, add protein. So I did a survey and I asked my Facebook community what foods their kids like to eat. And I heard the traditional things: chicken nuggets, hot dogs, mac and cheese, pasta, tacos, all of the things that kids love, that we loved growing up. And so how can you make that fit for you? How can you make that fit and have balance in your day? A lot of times those meals like mac and cheese, pasta, they are lacking something, and they're lacking protein. And I thought, like, you just want to eat a meal with your family and you want to eat that mac and cheese and you want to eat that pasta. And so I've had clients say, like, how can I just make this work for me just a little bit better? And so my suggestion for you would be adding that protein, but making it fun and making it an option for your child. So let's use the example of pasta. So you're going to have pasta, your kids pick spaghetti. So you cook your pasta in a pot, and then you have your spaghetti sauce and you keep that in a separate pot. And maybe if you're feeling extra creative, you add Alfredo to a third pot, their own individual pots. And then in your fourth pot, you're going to have maybe ground beef, chicken, whatever protein you decide. And so instead of a taco bar where you build your own tacos, you can build your own pasta. So kids can help scoop that pasta onto their plate. This is a great fine motor skill for kids. They can help scoop that sauce onto their pasta. Again, they're going to totally buy into this because they are in control of this. And then, or maybe they choose Alfredo, and then maybe they skip the protein, but that protein would be there for you. So your carbs are going to be your pasta and your sauces, and then you have your protein. So you have control to weigh that out or use your hand measurement guide or whatever it is. But one, it's fun. Two, you are in control of the serving sizes. And it just, like I said, you're going to get your kids buy-in and you are in complete control of it. The kids feel in control of it and you're getting a more well-balanced meal. Now, of course, I would probably throw in some kind of vegetable on the side with that to make it even more well-rounded. But having that protein is important. Let's look at the idea of pizza. So you could have pizza and you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to gorge myself on pizza. It's pizza night. But you can take control of this situation. So maybe you have 2-3 slices of pizza, and that will be a lot of carbs, a lot of fat, but how can you make it well-rounded? It's not always about what you take away. Sometimes it's about what you can add. What value can you add? What can you add to make this even better? So you, of course, can add protein because when you eat pizza, that's generally what's missing. And generally, if you get like pepperoni or chicken on it, it's not enough protein. So I would do a total extra side of protein. So if you want to make it a really well-rounded meal, your kids are going to have pizza. You could have a side salad and then chop up some chicken to put on it. So you have your salad with your chicken and then 2-3 slices of pizza, and that's a well-rounded meal. So tip number 2, add protein. And my third tip for you is just educate your child. Create your home to be a welcoming place where they want to try new things. A lot of times we get very frustrated that we have to cook all these different meals when really you are in control of your home. You are in control of your children. And left to their own device, children every time would probably choose popcorn, candy, hot dogs with nothing else. And you are the parent. And I know that this is tough, but I know that you want what's best for your child. I know that if you care about what you're putting in your body, then we should care about what we're putting in our kids' bodies. And so we may have to do some backpedaling. We may have to say, and it's okay to be honest with your kids, and you should, to say, hey, those things that you like, they're not bad because food isn't bad, but we can add some things to what we're eating to help our brain grow, to help our muscles grow, to help our body grow big and strong so that you can learn at school, you can play baseball well, you can play t-ball well, so that you can grow and be healthy. And you can say, we didn't always do this, but this is something new that we're going to do. Because mommy, daddy, aunt, uncle, grandma, whoever you are to this child, you can tell them, I learned something new and I want to help you learn about it too. And so kids always want to learn. It may be a struggle to get them to try something new, but if you're not screaming and you're not yelling and you're trying it with them, they're going to feel encouraged to want to try those foods themselves. Just a small little story, when I taught kindergarten, we had a fresh fruits and vegetables program. And I'm telling you, they had some bizarre fruits and vegetables, but some of them, honestly, I didn't want to try, but I would always try them to show the kids sometimes you'll like things and sometimes you won't. And so I created that culture where I didn't pressure them, but they wanted to try it because I would tell them, like, hey, this apple has these vitamins that do this, or this broccoli has this in it, and it's going to help whatever it is. And if you don't know those things, just Google it. They make some really like kid-friendly like knowledge sheets, or provide kid-friendly information that you can share with your children. And just encourage them, just love on them. And they are watching you. So if you're like, oh, I don't eat vegetables. Nope. Do you think your kids ever will? They won't ever try them. And so, maybe as an adult, there will be things that you can try that maybe you didn't like before that you may like now. And so I just encourage you to create a culture. I'm sorry, my dog is barking like crazy, of course. As soon as I turn on the video, see, I don't have children, but I have a dog, so I kind of get just a little bit of it. But anyway, create a loving and caring culture in your home, a culture that educates your children and that creates love around trying new things. And if you try a vegetable or you try a protein and they don't like it, don't give up on it. Cook it a different way. Use a different sauce. Allow them to dip it in sauce. Just try different things. And when you educate your kids, when you teach them the importance of these foods, they're going to want that. And when they see you doing it, they're going to want that too. So let's recap. Tip number 1, plan ahead. Plan for the week. Plan ahead for your day. Tip number 2, add protein to your meals to make it more well-rounded. And tip number 3, work on educating your kids. It's not always about what you need to cut out. Sometimes it's just about planning and adding something to make what you're doing even better. I hope these tips have been helpful to you. I need to go assist her because she obviously needs me. So you can find me on Facebook at Graceful Appetite, on Instagram at Graceful Appetite. Oh, here she is. What do you need? See, here's my baby, and she eats what I tell her. You say hi. What's going on? Anyway, if you liked the content in this video, share it, like it, subscribe, find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram, whatever. I would love to help you more with this topic. So if it's something that I can help you with, reach out to me, and I'll give you some more support, advice, or whatever it may be. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.